Yo, yo, what up? It's Mysterious 224. We gotta talk about these Sixers. We gotta talk about how we didn't take the W last night. We played terrible. We played absolutely terrible. Um, there's really nothing else to say about that. Our D was just straight up trash. We didn't close out on anybody. We left at least, 3 to 5 feet, from the 3 point line to where our defender was. And Boston was lighting it up all night from three. I didn't really understand that, but even throughout the game, even when they got hot, I was like, come on, stick up, you know, play tight. But Sixers, they came out with no energy, no intensity, no fire, nothing. And you could say it's because you know we finished Miami early, we had these days off, that there's rust, and that we got to get back into rhythm. But you got to play D. You got to move your feet. You got to close out on shooters. You got to adjust during the game. We didn't do that. And, the obvious, the elephant in the room, the 3 point shooting. You know, 0 of 10 between Rocco, Ilyasova, and Saric. That's not going to cut it at all. We shot what, like 5 of 26, I want to say, through the whole game from deep. That's not going to get it done. It's not going to get it done at all. You know, but what I do have to say, my but is even though we didn't play D, even though we didn't have a great 3 point shooting night, the game never really got out of hand. It was 14, a 14 point game. Coming out, going into the third quarter. Oh, I'm sorry, the fourth quarter. And like we still managed. But every time we got it to like a 9, 10 point game, Boston would go on a run. And we couldn't answer because we didn't have any, 3 point shots. So I didn't lose any type of faith in the Sixers. Once we start hitting on threes, it's a wrap. Bye bye Boston. But you know, Ben, oh my God, what Ben played like he was scared. Ben played mad soft. Anybody who tells me different, okay, yeah, he had dunks. Yeah, there was a couple times where he did drive, where he did put his head down, but he played scared. He did not play the way he played against Miami. And like Rozier just went to work. Ben off. I see Ben, and he's coming up court, even when he has a head full of steam, and he'll just like once he hits the 3 point line, he'll just back off, and he'll look to pass rather than attack the basket. Come on, Ben, what are you doing? You know, he's supposed to be the superstar. This all-around great player. I understand it's his first year, but you played all year. You played 80 plus games, and you should know that if you have a lane and you're attacking, you're driving hard. Just attack the basket. Get some buckets. That's what I didn't like. But I gotta give credit where credit's due. Boston definitely did light it up from all over the field, really. You know, Marcus Smart, he has a ton of energy. Um, Rozier obviously is the main man, and Tatum, most of his buckets were fast breaks and dunks and all that, but we can't play like that anymore. We can't. I don't know why I'm moving so much, but you know, the only player that came to play was Embiid. They should have put in Fultz. They should have put in Ryan Anderson, and they should have put in Amir Johnson. That's what Brett should have did, but he didn't. You got to match. Energy, athleticism, and youth. With the Celtics. That's pretty much the whole roster right now. And even the older players are playing, with energy and intensity. And, you know, Ersan was just playing like trash. Dario, he played. He showed spurts of going for the offensive rebound and showing that he has some type of energy. But you got to give, especially Fultz, he's the number one draft pick. You got to give him some playing time, even if it's just 5 minutes. If Boston's going on a run and you have no answer, just put him in. Just put him in, just to see how it goes. Boston going on a run. Obviously, it can't get any worse. With the players that you have before. So, you got to give him some minutes. You got to give him some minutes. Amir, he's shown that he can play, intense D. That even though, he's not as young as they are, he can still move his feet. And that's his role. He plays defense. We needed that last night. TJ, I just seen him like run around with the ball. He was just, I don't know what he was doing. He had no type of lane. He didn't really do anything. But you need a taller guard. Markel is 6'4". Put him against Rozier. He's shown that he can move his feet quick. His lateral quickness. The only knock that he has on defense is getting around screens. I feel like if you match him up against Rozier, I feel like that would definitely cause some problems for him. I definitely feel like Rozier wouldn't be playing the way that he is if you put a player like Markello. Ben definitely needs to be more aggressive. Can't stress that enough. He needs to be more aggressive through the whole series. I understand it takes a lot of energy. You gotta, get up and down the court. You gotta play D. You gotta play O. But if you tire the Celtics out early, then we're pretty much in good shape. We're pretty much in good shape because if they get tired, if their players, Rozier, Tatum, Horford, Smart, if they all, are showing signs of fatigue, going into the second, third, fourth quarter, I feel like we'll be in great shape, because we also have depth. I understand that Boston does too, but we match up with them easy. It's just Brett. I don't know. He's going with like a 7-man rotation. Like, what? You know who you have on the bench? Like, but there's no doubt in my mind that they'll come out, they'll make adjustments, and I know we're gonna win game 2 Thursday, which is my birthday. Um, that's I know that's what they're gonna do. I'm stuttering like crazy, but I know that they're gonna do that, and I know that we're gonna come out with much more intensity. I know we're shaking off the rust. We've had that stretch between series where we didn't play at all. So I understand that comes into play. The defense, that's part of what our team is all about, is defense. So I know that that's going to improve. And we just got to make a couple matchup adjustments, and I feel like we'll be fine. I feel like we can go to work on the Celtics, send them home. They, like I said, though, the Celtics did play a hell of a game. But, they shot, 17 of 32. I don't think they're going to do that. I don't think they're going to do that all series. That's not what Boston is. That's not how they play, really. That's just, they make adjustments to the teams that they play. They're without Hayward. They're without Kyrie. They were without Jaylen Brown for game 1. They're down 3 of their 4 best players. And we still, lost the way that we did. I'm not worried about Brown. I understand he's a great player. He's going to continue to be a great player. We can, we have the bodies to shut him down. We just got to play better D. We just got to move our feet, and play it the way that we've been playing all year. When Bellinelli gets hot and Ersan and Redick and everybody, we start making threes. then yeah, then we'll win the game. But if we continue having nights like this, it's going to be hard. Um, you know, this game, I don't even know. I wasn't even paying attention really. I tried to record last night after the game, but I was kind of still a little bit mad, and plus the audio wasn't cooperating. So, that didn't work out. Embiid, though, I got to talk about Embiid. Embiid put up 30 and 11, I want to say, 30 and 13, something like that. He came out, he balled. During that third quarter, when he put up like 11, 12 points, you know, when they was just kept feeding him the ball, throwing it into the paint, getting him into post-up situations, that's what you need to do. Embiid can easily give you 40, 40 plus. He's going against Baines and Horford, two guys that, he can definitely, he already shown that he can go to work with Baines. And Horford too, but, Horford just presents more of a offensive problem, because when he can shoot from pretty much anywhere, so he can spread the floor, and then when Embiid leaves the paint to go and guard, that leaves pretty much no rim protection, and Embiid, that's asking a lot, go post him up on O and then come back on D and you got to guard, you know, the paint and wherever Horford goes. Because Horford didn't stay in the paint center, you know. But what I really don't understand is how does a 6'11" point guard who, is pretty much like all muscle, how do you get bullied? You got to use that to your advantage. You got to be aggressive. You got to attack. You just got to, impose your will. You are one of the two best players on the floor. And, I just really don't like what I saw yesterday. He played really soft. You know, that was a nice move right there. But he played really, really soft, and I was disappointed. I was mad pretty much the whole game. During the first quarter, during the first like 5 minutes, I kind of knew already because like there was no type of energy. Nobody was really getting any baskets. That should have been a three, but of course it was. And it just like you can just tell right off the bat that this isn't the same vibe. This isn't a prepared team to come out and play today. Like I said, on Thursday, I know we're going to make the adjustments. I know we're going to come out, with fire. I know we're going to do all that. But during this game, like, they got to use it as a lesson. They've got to, reflect on this game. And especially going on deeper and deeper, you got to understand, you can't have games like this. It's going to happen regardless shooting, but your defense can't lack with it. If you're lacking in one aspect, you have to pick it up in another. This is a Celtics team without Kyrie, without Hayward, without Brown. So there's really no excuse as to why they didn't really play D. These are guys that the Sixers can shut down easy. They should have shut them down easy, but they just didn't. They just weren't prepared. They weren't mentally. They looked like they weren't physically prepared. They just looked sloppy. They looked like they were too relaxed. And I guess they felt like this was going to be a breeze, given that Boston's stars are out. But that wasn't the case. Even Embiid said it. He said he played like shit, and so did the rest of the team. I don't really completely agree with him because Embiid showed what he could do, but the rest of the team definitely, played horrible. Definitely, and we need to put McKellen. We need to give him some minutes. Um, and if TJ's gonna play, if TJ's gonna get his minutes, then he needs to play the defense like he does on players like Curry. When he shuts him down, and he plays intense, and he's moving his feet, and he's all in your face, and he's like a dog. That's what we need. That's what we need. You know what I mean? Sarge. I don't know. I don't want to say anything about the refs because they're bad every game towards like every team. But there was a lot of calls that I was just like, wow. Like the Sarge play where he went and he grabbed the offensive board when Tatum didn't even move. He was just like he just stood there just looking at the ball, and Sarge went up and he grabbed him and he called over it back. Like, yeah, I understand that, but at the same time, Tatum wasn't making any type of move towards the ball. He wasn't trying to make a player at all, and Sarge was. You know, but like I said, the refs can watch when we go to Philly. You know, then everybody's gonna be like, oh, Boston is getting abused by the refs. The refs aren't doing their job. Yeah, everybody says that that's an excuse, but that wasn't ours. Ours was defense and energy, hustle, 3-point shooting, everything. We shot 19% from three. What? And that's part of our foundation, defense and 3-point shooting, which neither was put on display, last night. And B was just doing everything. He made 2 threes. He took Baines to work. He did that. He did like a wrap around, and then he did like a finger roll. That was beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful. And none of their centers can guard Embiid, so he obviously is gonna have to take on that main role and be our all-around superstar. He's gonna have to be our LeBron, you know, because he can do it. There's not a single person on that team that can really guard Embiid 1-on-1. But we do need the rest of the team to score, get buckets, and down the stretch just provide help for Embiid. Because like I said, he can give you 40 and 15 easy. But this is the playoffs. Nothing's gonna come easy. So for the rest of the team, you know, they've got to play with more heart, you know, and understand. Everybody's pretty new to the scene. This is still a young team, pretty inexperienced, but these are things that even me, I don't even play basketball. And I can see this, and I know that these are things that need to be done. Easier said than done, obviously, but it's you're getting deeper into the playoffs. It's going to get harder and harder and harder. Especially if getting into the conference finals and the finals is going to be 10 times harder than what it is right now. So if we come out and we're lacking energy on D, and we're just not playing to our full capabilities or full potential, we're just going to have problems down the stretch. I don't think that's going to be the case, but given that that's how we played last night, there's always that possibility. And going up against teams like such as either Toronto or Ohio or Cleveland, it's going to present problems because both of those teams have capable ISO scorers. LeBron, DeRozan. There's a player on each team that can pretty much dominate. So we gotta step up to the plate. We gotta come more prepared, and understand that deeper and deeper, it's gonna be better teams. There's gonna be more advanced players. There's gonna be superstars that we have to defend. That we have to pay close attention to. So if we're playing like this against Boston, Rozier, I'm actually I want him to play like this. I want them to all play at the top level, at their full potential, because that's you got to beat the best to be the best. But I feel like Game 1 was a great learning experience. I know Brett is gonna do whatever he needs to do. Covington played like I don't know. Covington had this one steal. He was just running and ended up like he stole the ball without even looking at it. But he's tied for first in the league in deflections. Ben is a big body. He should be able to guard multiple positions. put somebody else on Rozier. Rozier is too fast, and he has too many moves for Ben to keep moving, shuffling his feet. And, Ben is too tall. So Rozier, being a smaller guard, he can get by you faster. They got to switch and use Ben as a forward rather than a point guard in this particular series. I feel like, um, you know, I think they should not necessarily start Markel, but give him opportunities with the second team to show that he can potentially. I'm not gonna say that he is. I'm not gonna say guarantee anything, but I personally feel like you know he has the defensive capabilities. He has the height, you know, and he's energetic. He's young. I feel like there's no really downside to playing him at this point. You know what I mean? Just feel like give him some minutes. Let him see what he can do. But I still feel like the Sixers are going to take it either in 5 or 6. This is definitely not going to 7 games. I feel like, and I just feel like the Sixers they just need to make a couple adjustments, fix a couple matchups, and we'll be fine. You know, and we'll get rid of Boston because, like I said, they're without their star power. So, unfortunately for them, their injuries have caused them, to have less of an offensive output. More people more players to get the ball to. But the Sixers should take the series, within 5 or 6 games. But anyways, guys, that's the end of the episode. It's my quick 76ers rant, and it's Mysterious 224.